We joined Dean Kannemeyer this morning to take us through his runners for Hollywoodbets Kenilworth on Saturday. Dean, in race 2, you've got Tsunami Warning. He's had the 2 runs. Has he needed the experience?
I think he's a horse that will, he'll put it together. His first run was a very good run. He has never shown us much back home, and his first run was a very nice run. And last time he didn't, really kick at the finish, but I've brought him back to Kenilworth over 1200, may suit him a lot better, just up the straight. But he's looking in great shape, and I'd like to see more improvement, or continue to improve tomorrow.
In race 3, you've got the Real Prince, really outstanding. His breeding's outstanding, and he looks like a lovely individual. How do you think he'll go on debut?
Yeah, he's a lovely colt. He's got a magnificent pedigree. He's a sister to, this is the second foal brother, should I say, to Guineas Prince, and he's a 3-year-old. I had him up in Durban, and we had 1 or 2 setbacks. We had torn a flank muscle, and he was supposed to run there. Then I brought him back, and then he tore the flank muscle his near side. So he's starting pretty late in his career, but I think the break hasn't done him any harm. Unfortunately, I haven't had the grass on my beck and call like I would have at Summerfeld, so I've raced him straight from the sand. But a nice type of horse, and I think lots of potential. Still looks a bit soft, and I think a run will tighten him up. He just may need a run for the penny to drop. But he's a good-looking individual and from a wonderful family. I wouldn't leave him at the exotics.
Race 5, the Southern Cross Stakes, you've got Chantastic. Mid rating took a bit of a leap when winning a feature in KZN, but her Kenilworth form's very good. Yeah,
she won a tremendous race at Gravel, Keegan Road, over 14 meters a feature for 3-year-olds. She won exceptionally well. Yeah, that was 1,400 meters. Ran a great race in the Guineas. Rather unlucky not to be in the first 4. I think it was a complete, if I may call it, a stock car race at Gravel. So I swung foam in the Fillies Guineas. She then went back to Hollywood's farm, and she had a bit of a break, and then she came back to my yard, put a grass scallop in and sent her down. So she comes from a long break. She's a very good-looking filly, well-bred filly too, half-sister to Waterbury Lane. But I'm going to start over 1,000, which could be a little quick for her. But she should be doing her best work at the finish. If it was 1,200, I'd feel a bit more comfortable, but I need to start off. But she's looking exceptionally well. But she'll be doing good work at the finish.
Race 8, the spinner winner slots, Cape Stays, you've got With Pleasure. Did he need his prep run at Durbanville last time?
Yeah, it's as I said to owner Fred Crabio, we seem to have a problem with him as in handicapping. I threw him into the Derby, as you know, in previous interviews. I threw him in the Derby with Runaway Song. So you could turn around and say, well, that rating, you're looking for trouble, you shouldn't be there. So both horses won. The one went from a 95 to 116. I don't think he's been within 10 lengths of the winner, and he's dropped a killer. So we go to a horse like him, who ran in the race off a 90, and he ran 3rd. And he went to 105. I see they dropped into 102. So at this stage, and I had this long discussion with Fred, and I said, Fred, listen, it's not going to be easy for these ratings. But let's see how he goes tomorrow off that rating of 102. I think he should stay that trip. One stage I thought maybe 224s, but maximum. When he ran 3rd in the Derby, he said, okay, let's go back. But he was hammered. He was hammered by the handicappers. Between those 2 horses, I think I got about a £50 penalty between them. Yeah, I ran him the other day, and I was, let's just see how he goes. He's fitting well, and let's see if he can run to a 102.
Race 9, you've got USA's Hope with Craig aboard, never too far off, and looks to enjoy the 1,200.
Yeah, he's a horse that I've always been wanting to put over a little more, 14 a mile. He's had 1 run since he's come back from Durban, which was a nice one. He needed the run. I think he'll also continue to improve. He's done well up the kennel with 1,200 straights. But as we go in, I've got to start putting him over more ground. But he's looking good, and he's moving well. You can't leave him out, even in the exotics.
Thanks, Dean. Go well.
Thank you very much, Vicky.
Yeah, that's Dean Kannemeyer taking us through his runners, and look out for the Real Prince. He's an absolute stunner.